Chaitra, Vaishakha, Jyeshtha, Ashada, whereas in solar calendar starts with Mesha, Vrishabha, Mithuna, Karkataka. Now just it's today is the end of Dhanu, and from tomorrow Makara. Makara comes, and after that Kumbha. Makara from Kumbha is that is why Kumbha Mela. Kumbha Mela, next one, it starts with Kumbha Mela when the Jupiter is ascent. In the Kumbha Mela, that is Kumbha Mela happens in different places. Now in Prayagraj, it is Mahakumbha Mela is happening. Sankranti, Makara Sankranti. Sankranti means distribute. Distribute what you have. I was hearing to our Shailesh ji, he was telling somebody, you do the yoga for helping others. Sankranti means, they talk about the disease, Sankramika Rog, one which spreads. Disease spreads. Bacteria spreads from one person to another. This is called as Sankranti, not spread the disease, not to spread the illness, not to spread the negativity, spread the positivity. What you acquire to give, I need to have. Acquire good things in your life. Now you are 1 month, you are in this Prashanti, you are here to acquire, imbibe the good things. Somewhere you may see some things are not right, but not to take it to the heart, imbibe what is good in your life. Sankranti, when you go, distribute to the community. Distribute to the community. More you distribute, wealthier you become. No one has become poor by giving. More you give, wealthier you become. More you share, knowledgeable you become. In Upanishad, it talks about Swadhyaya Pravachanabhyam na pramaditavyam. Never forget to continuously you upgrade yourself, and never forget to do the knowledge transfer. You acquire and pass on. Acquire, not to say, many people they say, I tell them, please teach yoga. They say, what to sir, I myself don't know. It is, yes, you don't know. Yes, that is the first admission, but there are many people who do not know what you have also. Whatever little you know, start sharing it. Slowly you start acquiring. More water you draw from the well, more water comes to the well. When you go out, not to say, I just finished YIC, I don't know. Many people, more than 95% of the population do not know about yoga as much you know. People do not know, and when you go to the community, do not start off saying that I just completed, I don't know anything. Do not say that one, I don't know anything. If you say I don't know anything and still I want to teach, people won't get respect. This person doesn't know anything, what this person can teach. Never tell the audience when you go, I just finished, I don't know anything, but I want to talk. You won't command any respect. You proudly say, I learned from Vyasa, I am here to share what I know. Not to start with negativity, I don't know anything, then it makes you, people won't respect you. You say what I know, I want to share with you. The Sankranti means sharing. It is the start of the last leg of Hemanta Rutu, last leg of this one, Makara, then Kumbha, after Meena, After Meena, then starts Vasanta Rutu. Chaitra starts, then Vasanta Rutu, Ram Navami and other function comes. And this is the time, Makara Sankranti in South India, they celebrate as Pongal and Gudi Padwa and Vaishakhi in North, they celebrate. The purpose is, it's a harvesting time. Harvesting time, harvest they are harvesting the fruit of their work. When you get the fruit of your work, you are here celebrating Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is talking about Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalahetur bhu mate sangostu akarmani. Karma phala. You have done the work, fruit it has come, not to, Shri Krishna says, whatever harvesting you are doing, not to boast that because of your hard work it has come. Karma phala, whatever you have worked that one, not to take the ownership. You say, because of the God's grace I got that one. If you claim that because of you, you are the owner of the karma, so negativity also will come to you. People's negative comments will come to you, positive comments will come to you. It says not to take the credit and discredit for your action. Not to take credit. If you want only the credit, it won't be. People are there to criticize you also. Karma theory, karmanye vadikaraste. You have right only to do your best. And karma phala, when the harvesting, the farmers right only to do the work and sow. How much yield the farmer gets, it is not in farmer's hands. It depends on the rainfall, it depends on the weather, so many things are there. Do your best. Shri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, I am the dispenser of karma phala. Karma phala, the Sankranti, it's a harvesting time. Farmers are working hard. The result, whatever they get, this celebration, whatever results I got by the sowing, through the farming, through the karma phala, I offer it to God. I don't want to take the ownership. Karma means, you learnt about the 4 types of karma here. Karma, 4 types of yoga: karma, bhakti, jnana and raja yoga. Karma means, kar means duty. Ma means do with knowledge. Karma yoga means action with knowledge. Not the reckless knowledge. I am working in IT industry, morning till evening I am working. Why my boss asked me to do? Action with knowledge is called as karma yoga. The secret of excellence. How you excel? No, acquire the knowledge and do. When you have the knowledge, nobody can question. Now, the difference between the manager and the laborer, no mind is applied. Only does whatever is said. But yoga says, you have to do the action such a way that you are doing with the action, knowledge. When you do with the knowledge, best in you comes out. You are not doing for the sake of doing. Not doing for the sake of doing. The karma yoga in the modern world, they are calling it as mindfulness. Be mindful of what you are doing. Mindful means with awareness. Doing with awareness. Mindfulness is called as karma yoga. In Bhagavad Gita, talks about how a yogi is. How yogi acts. Everyone acts, but yogi is different. Mukta sangona hamvadi dhriti utsaha samanvitaha siddha asiddho nirvikara karta sa satvika uchyate. It is talking about mukta sangha. Yogi acts such a way that not at all attached. not at all attached. Mukta Sango Ahamvadi, not saying that I am doing, I am responsible. Mukta Sango na Ahamvadi, Dhriti, fully focused. Dhriti means whatever you take up in your life, not to give up. With me also, many teachers, they start teaching. After 1 year, they lose steam. They say, I am done. I will do something else. Life is very short. When you pick up this yoga, not to give up. You are on a royal journey, Dhriti. Whatever you have taken up, take it up for your whole life. Take it for your whole life. Then only the difference between an ordinary achiever and a super success person, Dhriti. Whatever you have taken up. I started teaching yoga 1993 in New Zealand. Though I learnt as a child, 1993 is more than 31 years. I did not give up. I was working in many corporates. Siemens, I was working, another American company, another German company. I was working everywhere, but I did not give up. Dhriti, Utsaha, your life should be full of energy, exuberance. Yogi should be bubbling with energy, not a dull person, sunken person, sitting like this whole day, not that one. Your Utsaha, looking at you, people should get inspired. And most of your shirt has in the back, be and make. You are a change maker. You are a change maker. You are out to conquer the world. So, Utsaha, you have to have exuberance in your life. You say to yourself, I am out to bring out the change in me, around me, everywhere. So, Utsaha, you should have inspiration in your life. Self-inspired and connect with the inspired people. You make a group of friends you are studying in this batch. Stay, motivate each other. If anyone is feeling bit down, you support each other. Dhriti, Utsaha, Samanvitaha. Balanced, Samanvitaha. Siddho, Asiddho, Nirvikara. Things, you may plan something, it may happen or may not happen. With Siddho, Asiddho, but you are not bogged down. You are always positive. The one who can handle the failure alone can handle the success. If you can't handle the failure, if you want only the success, then people go overboard. They lose their mind. Balance. Yoga is balance. Success, Siddho, Asiddho, Nirvikara, Karta sa Sattvika Uchyate. The yogi is the one. Karma Yoga, how does that one? These are the qualities of a yogi. Karta sa Sattvika Uchyate. This Karma Yoga, you have to knowledge, action with knowledge. Action with knowledge, though there are 4 yogas are there, yoga is one dimension. So Karma Yoga requires knowledge. Jnana Yoga also is required. Karma Yoga, to do the jnana, acquire the jnana, without bhakti you won't get the knowledge. You need a humility, surrender. Like end of this term you will be asked to write an exam. After writing an exam, they will say you submit your paper. Submit means you surrender. You have to surrender. Without surrendering, if I say I know, I will write, I won't submit. So you won't pass. So submission, you have to submit the paper. Submitting the paper, submit means bhakti. I may know, but I don't submit. Without bhakti, you won't pass. You have to submit to the highest. You have to submit. That's Bhakti Yoga. Raja Yoga means having a discipline in your life. Exam is at 10 o'clock. If you come at 12 o'clock, you miss the boat. You have to be having a discipline in your life is called as Raja Yoga. So the 4 yogas, Karma, Bhakti, Jnana and Raja Yoga, they are complementary to each other, and they are, you can't say I want only Karma Yoga, I don't want that one. It is not possible. You need to know all 4, but you can get specialized in one. You have to know all 4 of those ones, Karma, Bhakti, Raja and Jnana Yoga. When you know that one, all are talking about the knowledge, and when you do the action with knowledge, karma won't bind you. When you do the action without knowledge, karma will bind you, makes you helpless in your life. So yoga is all about the Sankranti, harvesting the fruit of your action without any attachment. Sankranti, today is the Makara Sankranti. You have done so many good things in your life, or some wrong things also would have happened. Not to take responsibility. Because of me it happened, I am very depressed. Not to take responsibility for something would have gone wrong in your life or gone right in your life, not to take blame or credit. Sankranti, Makara Sankranti, on this occasion, let us offer all our harvest of all our actions to the Lord, the Supreme Lord. May He takes our fruit of our action. We are offering the fruit of all our actions to Him, and He will know what to give. Like a laborer harvests, gives to the owner all our action, whatever you have done, we have done. Let us offer to the Lord karma phala, and may He liberate us forever. Thank you. With this Makara Sankranti, it is the sun, Uttarayana in the northern hemisphere, daytime is becoming longer and longer. Uttarayana, moving, Uttara means higher, moving higher. Higher, in the Mahabharata war, Bhishmacharya fell down after the 10th day of the war. He wanted to give up his body. Then his mother Ganga sent a message through some Siddha Purushas. They came in the form of swan and told, your mother Ganga wants you to leave the body, not, this is Dakshinayana, she wants you to leave the body in Uttarayana. So Bhishmacharya, he had Ichha Marana. His father Shantanu had blessed him, you can choose when you die. He had that Ichha Marana, so obeying his mother, he reclined on the bed of arrows for 58 days. He was waiting for the Uttarayana. During that 58, in the last leg of his life also, he did not waste his time. How a yogi should be, it talks about even in the last leg of your life. Bhishmacharya gave the 20,000 verses of Upadesha, Mahabharata, 100,000 verses, out of 100,000, 20,000 verses in Bhishmacharya gave to Yudhishthira through Shanti Parva and Anushasana Parva. He gave Raja Dharma, that Dharma, what is the Dharma? So many messages. And he talked about Vishnu Sahasranama. Vishnu Sahasranama, when Lord Himself was next to him, it is talking about when you are so committed, devoted. In the last minute of your life, he was chanting the Vishnu Sahasranama. When your Lord is so compassionate, he is one step ahead. He was reclining and thinking about the Lord. Lord was sitting beside him. You devotee one level down, reclining, but Lord sits next to him. Similarly, Wali was in the last minute, Lord Ramachandra, Wali was down, lying, Ramachandra was sitting. The devotee, Lord is one step. Even if you say his name, Wali was reclining, Ramachandra was there. Bhishma was reclining, Sri Krishna was next to him. Dhruva was sitting and meditating, and Lord was standing in front. And for Kaliya Mardana, out of joy it came out, Lord started dancing. If you stand and think about him, he will dance. If you sit and meditate, he will stand in front of you. If you recline and think about him, he will sit beside you. So, it is Bhishmacharya is conveying Uttarayana even in the last minute. Think of that one. Bhishmacharya was waiting for Uttarayana to leave the body. In Bhagavad Gita talks about the time of death of a yogi also is recorded. What is the destination of the soul of a yogi? It is not talking about ordinary people. What is that? Agnir Jyoti aha shuklam shadmasa uttarayanam tatra praya gachanti brahma vido janaha. It is talking about the soul, yogi, who departs in Uttarayana. Agni means light. Agnir Jyoti, Jyoti again light. Aha, daytime. Shukla Paksha, Uttarayana, Brahma, knower of the highest, they go in the path of light, path of no return. So, this Uttarayana, Parvakala, the yogis wait to depart in this auspicious time. And yogis who leave the body in the Dakshinayana, the yogis, they have to come back to complete their obligatory prarabdha karma. This one, yogis living in this Uttarayana, it is not talking about ordinary people. It is talking about yogi departs. So, yogi has freed oneself from the shackles of karma. So, it is talking about the destination. Light, 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 light. Shri Krishna talks about. Think about positive, noble, auspicious, good and positive. You will undoubtedly go in the path of higher Uttarayana. Any more question?